My career has been a lattice, definitely a lattice. It's not been a straight upward mobility. I have taken jobs and positions that have taken me cross functions, across GBUs, and I've also taken jobs that had no apparent reason to me how they would further my career. But once into these jobs, I realized I learned an awful lot about the business, and that made it essential for me to take further assignments.
Most people think success looks like this, which is sort of one job progressing all in a straight line in a certain direction. But I think it actually looks more like this, which is just showing that in my career, for instance, I've had probably a different job about every couple of years. And it keeps things very interesting, it keeps you growing, it keeps you sort of challenging yourself in a little bit of a new area all the time.
There's a recognition across the industry, and certainly within Bechtel, really at the senior leadership side of things, that having a balanced, diverse team of all sorts of diversity, but gender included, does produce a better teamwork, better results, etc. So when there's a pull for women to rebalance what currently isn't all that balanced, when there's a pull for women, then that has to be an opportunity rather than a challenge.
For 20 years it continues to be a male-dominated industry. I know that a lot of women have gone into engineering, but it still continues to be that way. And I think being female, occasionally you want another female to go and ask questions of or to have as a role model.
In the engineering and construction business like we're in, there aren't very many women, especially in the higher levels in the company. So as such, we stick out. People notice that we're there. So what we say and how we say it matters. Be sure of your message and stick to your guns.
We do look at problems through a slightly different lens. We do lead teams slightly differently. We do build different relationships. We communicate differently. We solve problems differently. So I think it's really important to stay authentic. I mean, that's the same for male and females, but there could be a tendency for females thinking that they needed to be more male in their interactions and behaviours, etc., to fit in. And my strong advice is don't, because there's a huge benefit to having a diverse team, and that's all part of it.
Many years ago, I read something in the Wall Street Journal that's kind of stuck with me, and it said the 3 rules for anyone to succeed are to work hard, to make the numbers, and to be a team player. And I still think that's relevant for everybody. If you don't do all 3 of those things, you won't be successful. You have to be a team player, you have to work hard, and you have to create what the company needs in order to be successful, and that's all about making the numbers. So for me, I think if everyone follows those rules, they will be successful eventually.
Grab the opportunities, even if you don't think it's a perfect fit. If there's enough fit in there that you think you're going to be challenged, or you can find a way develop the role to be challenged, then grab it. Then once you're there, you can make the role your own.
One of the more rewarding things that you will get out of a leadership position is seeing people grow right before your eyes, giving them the opportunity to take on additional roles, more responsibility. Hugely rewarding.